We have a very, iAcquire has a very vested interest in authorship. We engage heavily in content marketing. We work with a lot of content producers. We have an interesting little startup called clearvoice.com. You might want to check that out at some point if you have time. But we crawl the web right now. We're trying to understand all the authors that are out there, who they are and where they write and how frequently they write. And we're building our own author graph, and we're coming up with our own scoring system to give us that score called voice rank. So we did a study this month, just a few days ago, actually we finished. And we analyzed the top 70,000 digital publications. So these are blogs, magazines, news websites, et cetera. We looked at, based on the size of the site, we looked at essentially a number of posts. So like iAcquire, we were like 37,000 on that list, our blog. And I think we looked at like 250. And the bigger sites like The Guardian and The Economist, we looked at like 10,000 posts. And we wanted to see, in the last 30 days or so, who's using rel author, specifically Google Authorship markup, and how often do they use it? And we also looked at did they have Twitter handles on the page? We grabbed their Moz domain authority just for fun. And what we found was interesting. So the first thing we found was what we had hoped, which is earlier in 2013, other studies were done, and one was done on tech blogs as an example, and they found that only 7% of the major tech blogs had authorship. We found that the top 500 sites, digital publications, 37.8% had authorship. So we've seen a huge spike in authorship, which is exactly what we want to see because we're fans of Google introducing new things to make search better. And we found that of all the sites that use authorship, 82.31% of those sites use authorship on every post. So people that use authorship on their site use it heavily. They believe in authorship. Across all 70,000, it was 16.37% and 24% across the top 2,500. So of course, what we're basically saying is that the bigger sites have authorship integrated and they're using it more prevalently. What's also interesting is that the use of Twitter, Twitter's been around quite a bit longer. It's really not that much higher. Only 50% of those sites had a Twitter handle on the page, whereas 38% had an author handle on the page. So we're seeing, for sure, a faster rise in authorship usage compared to Twitter. And also we found that the sites that use authorship, on average, had a little bit of a higher domain authority. Maybe they're a little smarter, I don't know. So at the end of the day, we believe that authenticated digital signatures is one of the next, it's the next links. We don't see any other competitor links. I don't think social's it. I think social is very easy to game. There's certainly a level of real social clout that can be applied, and I'm sure we'll see more of that, but we believe that authorship is kind of where you want to invest your thoughts, where you want to invest your time.